up, YouTube? It's your boy, back with another Laserdisc review for the Laserdisc fam. Whoop! So you might be predisposed to want to ask, hey, Laserdisc, Laserdisc review guy, why are you dressed up so nice? First of all, thank you for that unexpected compliment. And second of all, I put on my court clothes today because I wanted to show a special one, right? If you've been following my channel, you've been more than aware of my fondness for Jean-Claude Van Damme. Sometimes I've been wrong, I called him Gene, and sometimes I call him John, but I've been, the record has been corrected, and I found out that it is pronounced Jean-Claude Van Damme, right? It's a great movie name, right? Actor name, whatever you want to say. Okay, to get into things, this is a first an unboxing, obviously, because that's what you're all here for. Ooh! You know I love my paper sleeves, right? Love them. Way better than that plastic horse shit. Here we go. Woo! Big ass CD. Big, huge CD. That's what they are. And that's why the movies on them are so good. So, The Quest, starring Jean-Claude Van Damme. It is a movie that hold on. It's really hard to do this and talk at the same time. So The Quest is starring, of course, Jean-Claude Van Damme. He's our guy. But here's what's super special. I don't know if you can see it here. Let's take a look. Right there. So that's normal. We see his name starring. That's normal, right? But if you go down here, look at this. Frank Dukes from Bloodsport, the real guy, and Jean-Claude Van Damme, they came up with the story together, which makes sense. And right down here, here's the big one. Here's the big one. Right there. Here's the big one. Hold on. Directed by Jean-Claude Van Damme, right there. He made this. He's the boss of this movie. He's the boss of kicking ass in the movie, and he was the boss of making the movie, right? So, this one's super duper special. Story by Frank Dukes from Bloodsport, directed by and starring Jean-Claude Van Damme. It is a fighting tournament movie, right? Where people from all walks of life, all forms of martial arts get together. Our guy, Jean-Claude, comes from France in the movie, and he's like a clown. But he takes care of these orphans because he was also an orphan, right? So like he feels like attached to the other orphans, and he's got to help them. So then like he steals money from criminals, like almost like a Robin Hood would, right? He gets caught by the mob, by the French mobsters, and then he has to run away, and he ends up on a boat, right? He ends up on a boat, no money, nothing, and then the boat, they turn him into a slave, and so he does a lot of like shitty work on the boat, right? And then he meets up with another boat, and then there's like a admiral on the boat, Admiral Dobbs, right? And just not a coincidence. But so an Admiral Dobbs like takes him to this tournament where he there's a sumo guy and a capoeira Brazilian fighter dancer guy, and then there's like a kung fu guy who does animal attacks, like acts like a tiger and a monkey, and it's almost like, so it's like exactly the plot from Bloodsport, the exact same thing, except for the clown on the stilts part in the beginning where he does, oh yeah, that's by far my fucking favorite part of this movie by far is when Jean-Claude in the beginning, he does martial arts on stilts. Yep. It's badass. Like all day. So anyway, directed by, starring, it's probably right up there is like one of the best movies ever made, all the way on the top of the list. Cannot recommend it enough. So, real quick. One thing I wanted to get off my chest, I did review Cool as Ice a little while ago, but I did forget to mention, right here, this is something I wanted to show off on the back of the, look at those. Look at those. Those are bum equipment, and they're the coolest, most badass sunglasses ever. I used to have them, and I looked cool, and I don't have them anymore, and I regret that. And I regret throwing away a lot of things, to be honest with you. And those bum equipment glasses from Cool as Ice, probably the thing I regret the most. So anyway, like and subscribe. More Laserdisc reviews coming down the pipe. And I love you, and thank you, and I love you.